Good morning, traders. Good morning. How are we all doing today? Today is September 5th, 2024. Market opens in about 8 minutes. We are kind of going between positive and negative today on some of our trades. Do have 150 shares of FFIE currently. Still holding 100 shares of CNFR. If we don't see a break today, then I will have to cover and cut my loss, but recovering about $7 so far out of that 40 something we were down. And then of course Siri and Oxygen kind of flat, not really doing much after hours. And then of course we have Mara. We're also going to talk about our top gainers today: East, APLD, YYGH, and Hoth. And as you can see, FFIE is on one of the top gainers. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting episode, live stream, and day trading session for us all. I welcome you guys here if this is your first time. Also, we go live every morning, Monday through Friday at market open, sometimes a few minutes before, just so I can spread my link around and kind of give you a quick pre-market analysis before we get started here at market open. Now, market open is quick, it's fast paced, and you do not want to get caught holding the bag. You want to make sure that you're trading with your own strategy, your own ideas, thoughts, and remember to never trade invested on someone, basically never invest based on someone else's opinion. Sorry for that. Whew, man, I don't think the coffee started working yet. All right, links are spread around. So East, I wouldn't necessarily trade in East. Now it looks like it is having some steady progress. Some of the news was to merge with Beeline Financial Holdings, and pre-market announced a merger and it's gone up. Now this can go up more. It went from 76 cents to $2.64. Looks like there's some resistance at 315. So we're gonna have to break 315 before we can see really any more upward progress here. Okay, right now pre-market, it looks like it was kind of trading right in that $2.15 area, and we could always bring that in and get a little bit closer on it. I'm just trying to do this really fast as the market does open in about 5 minutes. So I just want to welcome you all here. If this is your first time, definitely subscribe to the channel and smash that like button if you find value in what we're doing here. All right, the next one is APLD. Now this came up on the scanner. It has a high of 529, so we are going to add that here. It is trying to test that again almost right now at 520. So if we can get a break, this could definitely go higher. It does look like it has some support right at with that VWAP and that EMA line, right about 460, maybe 470 as that psychological number exists. We can show our indicators here. VWAP is at 470. 472, so that would be an area of definitely some potential support. Okay, YYGH, this one has just been selling off since the morning started. Now it had a nice pop up, very nice, to 164, and since then it has not been able to get back up to those highs. So very strong resistance, and it's below those VWAP area and those moving averages. So this is in a downward trend right now. Could potentially bounce off of this 200-day moving average with that 5-minute chart, but I'd be very cautious today with these ones. Hoth, same thing with Hoth. Hoth is it touched 123 this morning, $1.23. Still has a nice trend up, couple pullbacks. Now this can go up higher, or it can just begin selling off now. Market does open now in about 4 minutes. We have SHPH, which we weren't really going to talk about, but we can before we get to FFIE. 346 was its high on the day, and if you guys want to find these top gainers, you can do so by going to screener. It'll probably look like this. Then you're going to want to go over to tops, top gainers, and you can go pre-market, and then once market is open, you can go 1 day, you can even go 5-minute, after hours, stuff like that. So very cool to use. And then once you click on one of them, it'll populate in your watch list here on the side, and you'll be able to go from there. So did we trace out MOOD? No, but it just took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place. Very interesting. We're not going to go over that. FFIE, we already traced this out this morning, has a current resistance at 647, and you can see that from yesterday. 648 was its high from yesterday, so it's testing that resistance again, hoping for a breakout here. If it does break out, we can easily see this potentially go up to $7, possibly even $8 if we do catch a little bit of a breakout today. Now if we don't, it's just going to retest, potentially come back down to these 524 levels. It looks like that's where it was trading, 527 levels this morning, for support. Potentially test that support again. If it does test that support and everything works out, then it'll continue to bounce off of that and go up. So market opens in 2.5 minutes. Those are the top gainers on the day. Right now, I'm just kind of watching over my positions here, making sure I don't go too negative on them, as I may have to cut my losses. But so far, so good. Looking nice here. We're going to dial in and hopefully get a little bit of volume, as this is up 52% pre-market. Hopefully we can get this to push up just a little bit more. Now, with that said, that's kind of our pre-market rundown. Hope you guys enjoyed. It only takes about 5-6 minutes to really look at what is going on in the markets as far as top gainers. And then from there, you can decide, which one is the most interesting or has the most opportunity cost that you see fit. Once you find one that works for you, then you can then look a little bit deeper into like news. Why is this stock moving up? APLD had a Applied Digital stock jumps after Nvidia backs 160 million funding round. So Nvidia is now invested in this, which means that would give it a nice pop up. It can go even higher, as it just cleared $5. If it can hold $5, you can hit $6, $7, etc., on and on and on. So again, there is a wall at 530, so be very careful with that. But that's how you would do it. You can go to Hoth, look at the news. Hoth Therapeutic gold miner, therapeutic jumps as skin toxicity, drug shows promise in one patient. Okay, in one patient, come on. One patient, I mean, that's good, but just the news wasn't super relevant. This skyrockets after announcing merger with mortgage tech company. So they have a merger coming along with Eastside Distilling Inc. to merge with Beeline Financial Holdings. So that could be why that's a top gainer today. And some of the news is relevant. It's good news. Some of it can be bad news or not really good at all. It's just, sometimes these companies release reports every single day. So, it can get oversaturated. But when there is good news, that's when people will kind of tend to pump it up. And if it's good news, it'll hold, it'll stick to that new price. And if it's not good news, well, then it'll basically kind of pump and dump to where it'll go up and then it'll basically just sell off for the rest of the day. So be very careful with penny stocks, as they can definitely mess you up pretty bad as far as your positions go. Okay, market is going to open in 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, or 2 seconds, I mean. Market is officially open. Here we go, FFIE. Let's see if we get a break. We're going to get some traders coming in today and kind of seeing what's happening. Now, if we can break this 650, that'd be very, very nice. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to try to be very focused. All of our links are in, because what we don't want is to miss a breakout. Good morning. Scott Boss says, SHPH, are you in already? I'm up 2,500. SHPH. Gotta look real quick. SHPH. Wow, that's nice. From 128 yesterday up to 286. No, I didn't get it on that one. I did not. CNFR trying to push up too, breaking above that 154 level, trying to anyways. Doesn't look like it's not going to be able to hold. Come on, FFIE, let's see that break above 647. Let's get that break. 647. Already up $50, so something's moving. Up $12 on CNFR. Now CNFR can push up very nicely too. It can get back up to some of those highs. So we are watching that. I think we're going to take 50 off of here. Seems like there is some resistance. It just needs a break. If it breaks 645, then we'll be good. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to. I'm going to sell at 645, so if it does push up again, we're going to get out. Just needs to stay above this 200-day moving average also. That might be where we should have took in profits also, so. See what happens here. Does it hold above either our 200-day moving average? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Or is it going to hold that 520, 524 level? People locking in profits right now. Now it's only up 8% on the day, so it lost its position as a top gainer. Pretty sure it did. East 253%, pushing up a little bit here. Off, not doing much. APLD selling off at open. SHPH not doing much either. YYGH not doing much. FFIE trying to bounce off of that 200-day moving average. BRAX just pushed up. I gotta see this because we were gonna trade this yesterday and buy and hold. No, it's not. I mean, it pushed up very little here on the chart. It's got a long way to go. Mara pushing up slightly. CNFR not doing much either. It just can't get that breakout that it needs. This is not able to break above 155, 160 now. I mean, 160 is a little better than 155, so we'll see what happens as long as it stays above that trend. I just don't know about this one, guys. I don't know if FFIE is going to actually push. I bought right here at the resistance where I thought it was going to break out. Didn't break out, and should have just got out right there. But still going to hold and wait and see here, as this is a high-risk account, so why not have a higher risk, right? I mean, still, you want to be smart about what you're doing. But yeah, looks like it's just going to sell off here, guys. Has the MACD indication here. We get a curl over at this level, and we may just have to get out and almost just for a break even. How quickly things can change, right? I know this has potential to do a few things here. Can drop. It can drop all the way back down to $3. It can drop all the way down to even crazier levels. And I think that's exactly what it's going to do. Let's see. Some of these people are getting out. I want to say 524 is still a strong level. But if this breaks below, then I mean, I think we're just toast. I did have a nice rally yesterday, nice big pump up. It is going back to those levels from yesterday. If we can hold these levels, we might get another rally or pump up. But again, ultimately, go down to $3. Yeah, I should have cut my losses. Let's see what happens here. I mean, this is my support here. Mara pushing up a little bit, not much. See what happens. Let's see if we get some buyers in at 520, 540, 530. Patience, especially trading like this. Now you could scalp, right? You could, if you got lower than, 1 or 2%, you could get out and then try to get back in. But if you're under the $25,000 PDT rule, then, I mean, if you get in and you get out, then that's it. You're done for the day. So I'm taking on a little bit more risk by holding. Because if I get out on right now, yeah, I'm down. But if it rallies and pops up, I can miss out on more opportunity than actually what I'm losing on. So we're going to see how good this support is here. some people may be averaging down or like buying more where they bought in 540, 540, 530. And I could be completely wrong. This thing could just completely crash through 530. Was it 528? 524? Yeah, I'm not seeing any progress at all. Not enough news. There's a lot of volume here on this one, but it could be selling volume. 1 million in sell volume. So people are waking up. They're locking in those profits from yesterday. How are y'all doing? How are we all doing? Yeah, let's see. See if we get this break on this support here. Okay, here we go. Got some buyers coming in. See how far up we can get this. Or if it's just a fake out. Come on, baby. Let's see you push up some more. Get a nice little rally. 5-minute candle looking good. Right off of that SMA line. Trying to stay above it. Now, for all of you who don't know, FFIE is a global shared electric mobility economic company. So, yeah. They design and engage in engineering intelligent, connected electric vehicles. That's pretty much all I know. I know I've traded it in the past, made some good money on it, but as far as like overall, it's had a downward trend for a very long time. As you can see, very downward trend. So be very cautious with this. This is not a company that I would necessarily want to hold overnight, so that's what's so scary about it. All right, all right. Come on, let's see. MACD is curling over. RSI indications are showing that it is oversold. We are getting above the 9-day EMA. We're still above the 200-day EMA on the 5-minute. So let us see what happens here. Big candle. Got our low and our high for the day. Let's see if we can get up to our high. And if it doesn't break 645, then that is where we're going to just cut out our losses. As we can make, you know, could make a potentially a good amount of money, but if it's not going to move in the direction we want it to, then we don't want to stay in it for very long. Same thing with this one. We've identified its range, basically, its support and its resistance for the day. Support could, you know, you could say support's down a little bit lower, maybe at 130 here. You can say that. So a little bit on the higher side. It's unable to break out of those areas that we wanted to break out. Of 160, got a little higher, didn't really break out. Mara pushing up, but not really seeing much else above 1503. So there's some heavy resistance at 1503, I would think. That's going to stop it from being able to go up more. It's got a couple of walls to break through. Yeah, it does not look, it's having trouble. It is having trouble. It's trying to push up, but it's definitely having trouble here. I'd love to know what you guys are looking at today, what you guys are trading or watching. We can go ahead and look at the top gainers. East, still not doing much. Hoth did break above that resistance for a breakout, but I do believe it may have been a false breakout. A false breakout, because now there's another area at 138. It's going to have some trouble, and it's suspended. APLD got below that support for a moment, broke those support levels, creating a new support, and now it's pushing up. Potentially it could break that $5.30 level. Not doing much on that one. FFIE still maintaining. Now that is a bit of a higher low here, right? It was creating lower highs, right? And now it's trying to create higher lows. So if we can maintain this trend line and it keeps pushing up, maintaining this trend, then we could technically see this go up a little bit more. We can get past some of these barriers here, get past the 45-day moving average and get above that VWAP again. Then we can see this could just get back up to 650 and then come right back down. So let's see what happens. We are watching. Hoth got suspended. CNFR I still have. I was going to see maybe possibly use this as a continuation, as it did trade above to that $2.10, came back down. I don't know why I bought at 192. I thought I was going to ride the wave up again. Not good. You should buy at support, never buy at resistance. Buy closer to the green lines on the bottom, not to the red lines. So it's been trading within this channel. If we can get a break out of this channel, then we can easily see this go back up to $2, maybe even higher. But right now, we're just waiting. We are just waiting on this one. Don't mind holding it. Not down much, like 30 bucks-ish. Nothing crazy. Doesn't look like it's able to maintain that line. So now this may just trade sideways. It may trade horizontally, just kind of the same way it did during pre-market. Look at this, not enough volume. Really not any news, any good news, so it just traded sideways and got up to that 625 and came back down to 520. Went back up to 645. So from 520, we should have bought at the 5s and sold at the 650s. 150 shares at $1.50. It would have been amazing. I know right off the bat that's $150, and then 75, that's $225 this morning. We would have bought at those $5 levels and sold at those $6 levels. And again, these numbers can get very emotional if you're not used to trading. And if they do make you feel uncomfortable or stressed out, then you should reduce your position size, maybe take less shares, less trades, cut your losses. See, right now I'm only at a 12% loss. I mean, not only, but I mean, it could be 50%, 70%, right? But keeping your position size small, right, relative to however you trade with. So $800 isn't crazy to me. 10% is about 80 bucks, and 80 bucks is fairly substantial. As you can see, 100 is 3% of my account. So 2% is the amount I'm willing to lose, and I aim for 2% in gains, right? So 2% a day would be amazing, 2 to 3%. Sometimes we lock in 4 or 5% a day. Yesterday we locked in $103, and today it looks like we potentially are giving it all back. So looks like this is making lower lows, still going along with that trend line. So we're gonna determine a lot. I think this is just gonna squeeze, like kind of just get really tight, and then it's either gonna bounce up one more time before it sells off, or it's just gonna completely just sell off, like back to these 355 levels. So definitely playing with a little bit of fire here for sure, as FFIE is trying to figure out where it wants to go. Now, buying at support, you would have been a lot better off, as hey, I'm buying at 540 and I'm only risking to 530, 525. So now you're only risking like 10 cents per share. Say you have 100 shares, that's like 10 bucks, right? That's your risk factor. It breaks below support, you're out. I bought way too high, anticipating a breakout here at a really nice level, thinking it would go up due to the 3-minute chart or 30-minute chart. Still potentially can go up to those $7, $8 levels, but doesn't mean it has to. So just keeping an eye on FFIE today. CNFR looks like it is trying to break above that 159. It made another new high to 165, and anytime we have to adjust these resistance levels higher, then that is a good sign that it is actually going up. Okay, now if we don't start seeing signs of progress here, then we may just have to start getting out of our position. and actually take some losses today. We could hold if it stays above this support, then we can hold these levels until we do actually confirm a break. But right now it's somewhat trading in this channel, and until it breaks this channel, it's very unclear. Very red though. Now our position average price is 618. 618. Started at $5.45. This is pulling back slightly. Theory and Oxygen not doing much. Mara pulling back slightly as well. So now we wait. Now you can also average down your position a little bit, or I'm not average down. You could also buy more at this level, and this would actually start to come down. But I would not suggest that. The better option would have been buying down at these $5 lows. And this is FFIE. So let's go ahead and look at the top gainers again. Kind of scan through and see what else is going on. Good morning. How are you guys all doing today? Today looks rough. Don't forget to drop a like, everyone. Yeah, listen to Causing a Ruckus. We got over, what, 16 people right now? Almost 20. Just good, and that's awesome. That's better than our average. East got suspended. Nice little push from those 231 levels to 290. So that's 60 cents. 60 cents per share. You put in, you know, $230 for 100 shares. You'd be at 290. You'd be about 60 bucks. Hoth catching that second resistance level here. So broke out of the first one, created a second resistance here. Okay, so be aware of that. APLD not doing much. SANW, SHPH, all selling off, guys. All these pre-market runners are just selling off. FFIE is still up in the top gainers chart. Let's go ahead and go over to screeners, and we're going to look at top gainers on the day now. FFIE is still the top gainer on the day. I know I traded WISA yesterday, made about 30 bucks, and I traded, was it FFIE? What did I trade yesterday? Yeah, I traded FFIE yesterday, made $98, and it looks like I may potentially be giving it all back. Oh, it broke. Did it break? Nope, didn't break yet. Okay, good. It has not broken support yet. And again, from those 526 to even 645, or, you know, 540 to 640, that's $100 in profit. Got some buyers coming in on the time and sells. A lot of buyers coming in, just as many as we have sellers. No, I'm just kidding. Volume analysis here, 565 looks like the majority of buys at 565. So that may be why we also have this barrier here, and it looks like it's going to break through. We may have to get out of this, guys. We may have to take a loss on this. Give our $100 that we made yesterday on it back, because we didn't buy at $5 levels. But see, if that's interesting, right? 524 looks like that's the support pre-market. It's right at it. We get some more buyers at 524, potentially push it back up to 6. Mara breaking that support, going back to 140. Well, 1460 looks like it's actually a support for the day. FFIE holding. There we go, guys. It's holding. Let's see if we can get it push all the way back up, or is it can continue to fall. Got to break this trend line here. It opened green. That was nice. Selling. See how it's squeezing between support and our trend line down. It's getting stuck. It doesn't know what to do. If we get a break above, it's going to skyrocket up. If we get a break below the support, it's going to sell off very bad. And so we are just getting everything ready for if that does happen here. A lot of red. A lot of red at 535. How are we all doing? Man, we had quite a few people in here a minute ago, guys. Something in the algorithm picked up, and we had almost 20 people in our chat. That is awesome. We need more. We need 50 or 100. We need more of our traders' like-minded ideas and strategies. What are they looking at? What are they trading? Where are they buying and exiting? How much are they profiting and losing? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Comment below. Here we go. This is it, guys. Support. It's going to go up or down. In my opinion, I think it's going to go down. I'm never lucky enough to where it's like, okay, it's going to go up. Because right now, I'd be wanting to buy at 530 for it to squeeze up. But I have a bad feeling. Yep, look at that. It's going to sell off. Whoo, look at all that. Look at all that red. I'm going to go ahead and get out as well. I don't want to. I don't want to. What's happening? To get halted? It's still holding support. It is still holding support, guys. Oh my gosh, look how tight this is. Now, my trend line means nothing. I just made this trend line. I could put it up here. But I feel like that was a fairly accurate trend line from point to point. Here we go. Here we go. This is the moment, guys. What does it do? I think it's going to sell off, but maybe we'll get lucky and it'll push up first for a little bit. My trend line could also mean nothing and it just flatlines and just kind of continues to trade sideways. Oh, man. Downward trend line for sure, though. Very downward trend right now. Here we go. A little bit of green. Okay, here we go. All right. Look at that squeeze. Squeezed in between support now and the 9 EMA. The 9 EMA. Look how small the MACD is getting. It doesn't know what to do either. It went from selling off very aggressively to now it's like, I don't know what to do. Do I sell off? Do I go up? Do I go down? What do I do? $30-minute looking like it's curling over. Still very undecisive. It's in the middle. It's basically average, so it can go down. I really think, yep, there it is. No, 521, 522, 521, 520. Yeah, it's going down. Wow. And just like that, maybe not. I'm going to put our sell limit order in here somewhere. No, it's going to just continue to sell off, guys. We've got another 100 shares. Yeah. Yeah, it broke it. It broke the support, so we're out. Maybe not. Yep, it did. It did. So there you go. We just gave all of our profits back for 2 days. 2 days of profit. Dang. That's all right. That's all right. I should not have bought in at that level anyways. Why did I buy at the resistant? I should have bought at support. I missed the move. I missed the move. So why did I trade it if I missed it, right? And it can continue. It can go up now. I could have sold, and this usually is what happens. I even tell myself, whatever area that I sell for a loss, I should immediately buy back in, because that's usually the point where it'll reverse and end up going higher to where I can recover all of the money I lost. And sometimes knowing like, hey, you know, I should have cut my losses much sooner. Much sooner. When it hit this resistance here, I should have known right away, like it's gonna sell off. Now it's cool that it confirmed support for a minute, right? It's like, hey, cool, support. Maybe it'll go back up. But as soon as it bounced off of this SMA line too, I should have known that, hey, this is actually showing signs of it selling off in a downward trend. It can't get above the 200-day moving average. So why would I think it can get above the resistance line way up here? So yeah, I mean, this thing can, like I said, it can push up now. It could sell back off. So we're going to wait and see what happens with that. And we still have a couple other positions open. We got CNFR. Again, wanting to push up higher to that 165. That looks like it's going to be a heavy breakout. But this was the same thing. Same kind of position that we're in. To where we were trying to buy that breakout. Look, same thing. Trying to buy a breakout. The breakout didn't happen. It sold off. Should have cut my losses for a couple of bucks. Still, you know, not down much. $36 isn't a lot compared to the 100 and whatever we just lost now. So with that said, that 210 should have been a clear confirmation that, hey, this can't be broken right now. Let's wait, let's retest it, and let's get it at a lower level. So should have bought in at these 130 levels to already be up, you know, $20 to $30 instead of up like 10 bucks and trying to get back to break even. So definitely be very aware of where you're buying on a larger time frame. Now CNFR, if you look bigger picture, it's a small resistance in this small channel. Now, if it breaks, of course, through that resistance, then you can go to a higher channel and a higher level to that $2.10. So this can technically be, you know, well, $2.10. If you were to buy down here at the 130s and sell at 210, then that's like 90 cents per share, almost $1 profit per share. So 100 bucks. For me, if it goes up from 192 to 210, that's like $18 in profit. Now make back all the money that I'm already down, but that doesn't really make a huge difference. So that's where opportunity cost comes in too. Not sure what happened this week. Dropped the ball, or not this week, today. Dropped the ball a little bit on FFIE, and then CNFR. Like I said, I bought this on the 4th, which was yesterday. Duh, right? One day, and it hasn't seemed to do exactly what I wanted it to do. So we'll see. Could potentially bounce. It could get up to higher levels than just only $2. So I don't have an actual sell order on CNFR just yet. But hey, if it can break 165, we can potentially see that $2. Same thing with Mara, needs to break 15. If Mara could break $15, then we can get up to those $16 levels, potentially even those $17, $18, $19 levels. But that's all going to be based off of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin doesn't move, then there's really not a lot that we can do. What the heck? What the heck? Let's check out the top gainers again. Look at the 4-hour on Bitcoin. So downward trend, still showing signs of a downward trend here. And it'll do that, right? It'll do that. See, look, here's a good example too of the exact squeeze that we just dealt with. It had areas of support. It had that downward trend line, and then it literally just sold off, right? That's exactly what we I just experienced with the company that we were just trading. So each one of these have those as well. So see this is a support here, and it's called a bull flag pendant. It almost looks like a golf flag, and it came all the way down. Didn't know what to do. Could have went lower if it didn't hold this support, but it didn't. It shot back up, got to new highs, and now it's doing the same thing here. So this could be technically another area that it could bounce at this 56.82 level, which seems like it already did bounce there just now. Whoa, our live stream almost disconnected on us. Starlink is on the way, guys. It is on the way. It's ordered. Just waiting for it to get here. So yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's probably going to be it for the day. I think I did get excited from yesterday, and that's going to happen sometimes. There's nothing wrong with it. These are the days that we want to learn, and we want to know how to control these emotions. Look where it's at right now, 531, and I sold at 511. So I could have recouped 20 cents per share, sold at 506. So almost 30 cents a share, 150 shares at 30 cents. I think I just need more sleep. My brain is like Done. Done skis. It is done skis. Like 45 dollars. So it'd only be down 120 something, not 165. Holy crap, holy. And again, it could just go up, guys, right? But that's basically what happens. The support is a little lower. So it did break our support. It broke our trend line. But it's still back above maintaining support at 526. So it really hasn't moved much if you look here from those levels. It hasn't really moved. Hasn't moved at all. Now it could have went down all the way to $4.60 and then rode back up, but it went down to exactly $5. So I guess now knowing and seeing that here too, $5 was a psychological support. What the heck? $5. Yeah, $5 right there. It was a psychological support. It was a whole number. $5 is where it just felt more convenient for people to buy in. And there it goes. These days like this, it's hard to watch. Because I know this will probably either continue to go up or it might just catch these and I'll watch it all day. And it could just very easily do this. Let me see. It could very easily just go up, come down, go up, and come down a little bit, and go up a little bit, and come down, until it gets some sort of a breakout, right? So, days like today are hard to watch. 42 cents. Would have been a good $60 recovery, so I'd only be down about $100 right now. About 80 on the day. And that's okay. Hey, that's what happens. Got excited from yesterday. Yep, I think so. All right, guys, so that is it for today. Definitely check out the Discord link in the description below. It is the second link. We have a couple more positions that we are waiting to see if we can get some kind of a bounce. Mara bouncing off of $15, so still just waiting for this to push up. Got 43 shares, so if we can go up to even $16, that's $40. $17, that's $80. $18, etc., so on. So still opportunity to recover some of our money. If this goes up to those $2 levels, we can see a bit of a recovery here. Maybe get under that $100 loss. So took a pretty heavy loss today. 165 actual on the day that we locked in as a loss. Unrealized 148 and open 55. So still got a chance to recover here potentially. But yeah, some days we're going to win them, some days we're not. And today was one of the days that looks like we may not have won or done so well. So I'm going to spend the better part of the afternoon throughout the day just kind of monitoring these last couple positions. If they do start to, showcase opportunity like this one, pushing up, then that's great. We'll try to lock in some profits, reduce our loss, get under maybe 2%, and we'll be solid. If not, not really a huge deal. There's always tomorrow. Major's asking if we posted a month summary yet. You have had some great days of late. Yeah, I will be doing that for, what is it? For August. I'll be doing that for August within the next day or two, now that some numbers are finalized and stuff like that. And yeah, and then I'll be trying to do one every month after. So great question, Major. Keep looking out for that. And thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe and smash that notification bell so you know when I go live. And if you don't remember when I go live every morning at market open. So whatever time the market opens in your area, you can guarantee I will be live. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll see you all here same time. Thanks, guys.